President William Ruto has urged the National Police Service and the Judiciary to fix their differences so as to have a seamless working relationship. And as NTV's Brian Mushiri now reports, the President has taken a swipe at the Acting Inspector General of Police, Gilbert Masengeli, saying that nobody is above the law.
President William Ruto has for the first time pronounced himself on the ongoing tussle between the National Police Service and the Judiciary. The recent conflict coming after Acting Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli snubbed 7 summons to appear in court. He was required to shed light on the whereabouts of 3 men reportedly abducted by police officers in Kitengela area. The court subsequently found him guilty of contempt and jailed him for 6 months.
The rule of law is guaranteed by making sure that we have men and women who make sure that each and every one of us keeps to the straight and narrow and respects the rule of law.
Masengeli's bid to seek redress at the Court of Appeal was futile as the court pushed his hearing to next week. Justice Gatembu Cairo, Weldon Korir and Agre Muchelule directed that the matter be handled next week following an application by the Law Society of Kenya for more time to respond to the application.
I am acutely aware that the National Police Service is an independent institution, and so is the Judiciary. But ultimately, we have one master, the people of Kenya.
During the official launch for the strategic framework for the implementation of reforms in the National Police Service, Kenya Prisons and the National Youth Service, following the Maraga Task Force report on police reforms, the President pressed on the need to have a tailor-made police service that puts the service to Kenyan citizens first. Further adding that the implementation of the reforms will cost the taxpayer 106 billion shillings, the largest chunk of the money coming from the exchequer, with the rest coming from development partners.
The reforms that we implement are reforms that are people-centered, anchored on our constitution, and they are reforms that reflect the national interest in its collectivity.
The President further says that the government is seeking to improve the living conditions of police officers.
We are aware that in some cases, some of our prison officers live in houses that are not so different from the prison itself.
Brian Mushiri, NTV, Nairobi.